Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be talking about Do a Powerbomb #1. This is a new book from Image Comics, and I'm so excited to talk about this book. I've been waiting to be able to finally make a video and talk about this book. This book combines a lot of things that I love. It's a book about wrestling. It's a comic book. It's a book by Daniel Warren Johnson. Just everything in here screams like to my sensibilities. So let's go take a look at the creative team. And we'll talk more about this issue. So this book is written with art and created by Daniel Warren Johnson, colors by Mike Spicer, and letters by Russ Wooden. So, one thing I love for these creator-owned projects is that even if we have a writer-artist, they still need support. And not to say that there's not anybody that's doing a whole comic book on their own, but I just love the collaborative effort of this. Mike Spicer works really great with Daniel Warren Johnson. And as you'll see here, Russ Wooden's lettering on this book, it's out of this world. So let me give you a quick synopsis for this book, and then we'll take a look at some preview art, talk more about the story. Lona Steelrose, who wants to be a pro wrestler, but lives in the shadow of her mother's success before her. But everything changes when a wrestling-obsessed necromancer asks Lona to join the grandest and most dangerous pro wrestling tournament of all time. So if you thought you knew what was happening in this story beforehand, you were probably wrong. Let's take a look at some of the art. Let me start here with, I love the designs of Daniel Warren Johnson. As you may know or may not know from following Warren Johnson on Twitter, big wrestling fan. I've seen him, talk about wrestling, tweet about it. I've asked him questions about it. And it is so much fun to see him talk about wrestling. So when this book was announced, I was super hyped because I just know that he's really going to get the essence of what it's like to put wrestling in a comic book page, along with a bonkers story. Because if you read some of his stuff like Murder Falcon, Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, any other stuff like that, you know that he has fun stories to tell, but still with a really cool message. Let's take a look at some more preview art. I want to commend also, like I mentioned before, Spicer's colors, just great. I love the fact that you get to see every time Lona is on the page, you get to see the changing in the background. I love the outfit that her mom has, and it's just really, really fun. And then you get, the little shadowy figures, and in wrestling, as people are coming out, you experience here the tunnel, full of light into the crowd. So very, very good. A lot of fun. And this is what I was talking about with Wooden. I love the lettering here. This big yell from the announcer just really, really makes it feel like this is a wrestling event. For a medium that is static images and letters, they've accomplished to give so much life to this world. I have one more page to show you. This is what I was talking about with the wrestling and the actual fights. I love the dynamism of the art, like how fluid the motion is, and this is just thanks in big part to Daniel Warren Johnson's style. I think he has a style where it doesn't have to be I don't know, like it has a weird fluidity to it. It's very hard for me to explain, but I think you can definitely see it on the page. And like I mentioned, let's look at these sound effects: the big crack, the big punch, the big wart at the bottom. Like, just such a cool thing to see. I love this issue, and then where the story takes a turn, it's very, very interesting. So. That being said, you guys let me know, what did you think of this book? Did you enjoy it? Are you a wrestling fan? How do you think the wrestling looks in this book? Let us know about all that stuff down in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here on the channel. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.